what's up guys? I'm Matt, the channel's Dollar Box Bangers. It's a little before 8 o'clock in the morning and on the road to the card show. So I'm excited. Hopefully I have some clips of the show for you guys and we'll go over what I picked up at the end. Alright, so I made it here. It's a little before 9. So we're in Quincy, Massachusetts at the Northeast Sports Card Expo. So I'm gonna walk around, I guess, to the other side and head on in. Hey, what's up guys? I just got back from the card show and I kind of want to talk about my experience and then show you some of the pickups. So first of all, I will say that just an awesome experience. I mean, I had a blast from the second I got there to the minute I left. When I showed up, it was a little slow. Granted, I arrived around 8:30 and the show wasn't supposed to open until 9. So people were still kind of setting up, and I think a lot of people hadn't shown up to the show yet. But I would say by 9:45, the place was just packed. Yeah, dealers there. I would guess 60 to 100 dealers. I don't know for sure, but it was definitely enough to fill a conference room. And the people, man, it was packed. It was absolutely packed. You couldn't walk up and down the aisles without bumping into somebody. I was able to do a little recording early on, but by 9:45 the place was so packed that I couldn't really record much. So I do have a few clips that you got to see a little earlier, and in the clip where I kind of pan the room, that does not do it justice. There was a lot more people after I made that little clip. So just an all-around an awesome show. I'll touch on a few things. Some of the highlights today was basically a lot of dollar box bargain bin digging. I kind of wanted to get back to what I really enjoy, which is trying to find a card for $1 and sell it for $2. I named the channel Dollar Box Bangers for a reason, because I just love digging through dollar boxes and value bins to try and find those flippable cards. I'm not looking to make a whole bunch of money, but it's what I enjoy, and I kind of got back to that today and really had a blast. The vast majority of dealers were willing to deal. I only had one deal that didn't go through. Looking in a guy's value bins, I probably had maybe 10 cards or so, and he had them stickered kind of high. And I looked at him and I said, you good with matching comps, this and that. So I comped a few, and it says, it's going to be kind of brutal based on what you have these stickered at, but I'll offer you $50. And he does a little hemming and hawing and says, for this stack, after about a minute or so of, the looking like I'm really putting the screws to him, he says, I can do 65. And we were too far off. He didn't seem like he was going to come down, and 50 was honestly my best offer. So I did walk away from that one, but still plenty of deals to be had. Just everyone was very friendly. Everyone seemed to be willing to deal, and people were buying stuff, man. I mean, I know there's been some doom and gloom lately within the hobby about, prices are down, which is true. Attendance at shows are down, which is it's probably true also. But today, at this Quincy show, it was awesome. There were just a ton of kids, ton of families, guys wheeling and dealing, people spending money. Um, Everybody with their Pelican cases. I looked like a jabroni walking around with a Walmart bag with my cards in it. So, so that was a rookie mistake. I'm gonna have to step my game up a little bit if I don't want to get laughed out of one of these the next time I go. But just a whole lot of fun and prices. Like I said, a lot of people were willing to deal. Did I see some ridiculous prices? Yeah, of course. The one that stuck out was a Fernando Tatis Jr. Topps paper rookie card. The guy had $50 on it. I don't even know if that's a $5 card right now, but just kind of smiled and kept walking. Didn't really waste much time dealing with that type of table, but for the most part, man, everyone was willing to deal, and I'm gonna go over some of those deals right now. So again, guys, a lot of these are just dollar box deals. I'll let you know if there's a story behind any of them, but I would just safe to imagine I paid $1 or $2 for a lot of this stuff, and I'll talk about some of the nicer stuff as they come along. So a little Edward Cuero first, Cedane Rafaela first paper, Darnell Hernaiz. I bought a bunch of these Mojos. Again, they were $1. A guy had a bunch of them, all firsts, I believe. And if you watch my videos, this is the type of stuff that I'll take a shot on all day long. There's just not a lot of risk here, and there is upside if one of these guys turns into something. Jimenez, Lopez, Brady Allen Mojo, Luis Verdugo, Jose Pastrana, Adrian Sugesti, my boy Aaron Sabato, Michael Escato, Rodolfo Nolasco, Denzer Guzman, Escato again, and I took $200 with me, so I spent the full 200 today. Muziati. None of this is real exciting. You've seen a lot of this, a bunch. Averson Ortega, but there's some neat stuff coming. Jose Ramos, Braylon Jabara, Justice Thompson, Backstrom, Frazier, Jabara again, Marcel Gonzalez, Severino, Noel, a guy that I'm pretty high on, Edgar Cuero, also a guy that I'm high on, Pastrana. And now we get into a couple Wander Franco cards. Nothing crazy here. This one I really liked. I had never seen this one before, so this one's going in the PC for sure. But again, these were like $1 a piece, I think. So I'm gonna pick up any Wander rookie for $1. Andy Pages, rated prospect. I think he was called up recently, so he may have got some reps this year. This one is probably the mistake of the day. I don't maybe I paid $5 for this. I don't really know why. I guess at the time it caught my attention. It's Ozzy Albies out of 150. Wish I would have passed on that one. James Wood, Rafael, another guy that I'm big on. Next is just a couple Marcelo Mayer inserts. Again, these were all $1. Just being in Boston, I think when he gets called up, this should be stuff that I could pretty easily move at the flea market for $2 or $3. So not going to make a killing on these, but something that I'm just going to sit on, and it should be a fairly easy sale if and when he gets called up. This one I just liked. Sepia, David Ortiz. Nothing too special here. Probably paid $2 for it. But just a card that caught my eye that I liked. Cal Raleigh, picked this up because, of what he's kind of all the rage right now. It's a shame Seattle's out of it. One thing I didn't look at, the back is just completely eaten up. I probably won't even be able to sell this with the way those edges look. I wish I would have looked at this one a little closer, but that's probably, I'm going to have to eat whatever I paid for that, which would just been a few bucks. Clayton Kershaw, I believe this is game used memorabilia, out of 199. Just thought it was cool, and it was cheap. That should be a card I can sell pretty easily. Cronenworth, he had hit a big home run the other day. Padres are still in it, so I figured this would be a possible flip candidate. See if I can make a few bucks on that one. India, out of 2022, I believe. A guy I was never real high on, but he's actually a really good player. In the gold, it looked really clean. So I may try and grade this one. Harper, I've kind of decided recently that Harper's going to be my new guy. I think I need a Harper PC. This was just cheap dollar stuff. Some numbered Harper Donruss cards. I definitely going to be in the market for a Harper rookie card. That'll probably be one of the next big, quote unquote bigger cards that I buy. Witt rookie. Keibert Ruiz patch. Again, don't really know why. It must have been very cheap, but I think Keibert Ruiz is underrated. I like him. Gunnar Hoglund, stud, first rounder, refractor, cheap. Cal Conley, refractor. Crochet, another first rounder, refractor. Zach Veen out of 499. Curious to see what Zach Veen turns into. He's an interesting player. It's a shame he's with the Rockies, but a good player. Again, for a couple bucks worth a shot. Xavier Edwards, I don't know. Probably could have passed on this one, but we'll see. Luciano, a little speckle, not a first, out of 299. Cool card, just kind of grabbed my attention. Backstrom, out of 125. I don't know if he's still with Atlanta. I don't know where he's going to wind up. That team is so loaded. He may never see the majors. Blaze Jordan Mojo. I think this was like $6. I'll take a shot on that any day. Nice one. All right. And then my guy Casas, had a rough month or two in the majors after he got called up, but still a guy I believe in, and I'm still gonna buy his stuff. So Casas green out of 99, out of 250, purple paper, and out of 499 sky blue paper. So that was kind of a little bundle deal. Blaze Jordan green out of 99 paper. And this one was cool. Another Cronenworth National Treasures booklet. Again, trying to flip it. I paid, the guy was asking 30. I paid him 30 for it. This could be an L, or it could pay off. But I've never owned a booklet, so I kind of wanted one anyway. Just thought this was neat. And again, with Cronenworth still in the playoffs, if he has one big game, so somebody may be looking for something like this. And it comes with the world's coolest one-touch. It's thick. And last but not least, my Casas Sky Blue Chrome. PSA 9, paid $40 for that. I think that was the most I spent on any card today. But there you have it, guys. Those are the pickups. And overall, I just want to say, the hobby's not dead. I saw it with my own eyes today. It was hopping. There were people out there spending money. People were excited to be at this show. So the hobby's not dead. And man, if you guys get a chance to go to a show, do it. I really doubt you'll regret it. I had a blast. It was everything I hoped it would be. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this. I appreciate it. See ya.